looking like this? Tell me, am I looking like this? No, not at all. You can control. You think I'm showy, but I'm not at all. Am I looking like this? Tell me, am I looking like this? In my world, swinging swag. Do you understand what I'm talking about?
I couldn't find a new host, so we're just gonna have to stick with Dolly for now.
Yeah.
So oh fuck. Well, you messed up the computer real bad. Damn. Son,
Where'd you find this?
where'd you find this? Alright, so Oliver, before we start this,
Yep.
what was your experience with Star Wars Episode 8?
Last Jedi. So I watched it the day it came out.
Same.
Not midnight. I watched it in the afternoon.
Yep, same.
And there were definitely some things that made me squeal and like really happy as a big Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
Just some things I just went, oh. Like Wait, you're gonna have to bleep this out.
Oh, by the way, spoilers coming up. If you haven't seen it, go fucking watch it. Jesus. Alright, yeah, go.
Like when Yoda rocked up.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, that
I
was
saw
awesome.
that and I went, oh, it's so
like,
cool.
and
it was CGI, but it was CGI.
Was it legit CGI?
It was it was CGI puppet Yoda. So it was still the puppet, but it was CGI.
So like bits of it were CGI.
No, they didn't use a proper puppet. They just took the puppet's model and made it.
What?
I'm
It
pretty
looked
sure-
like a puppet.
I'm pretty sure.
It was so a puppet.
Anyway, whatever. I think
That was
Adam Diver or Driver. Which one is it?
Adam Driver.
Adam Driver. I think his performance was really good.
Yep. Do you like the new memes about him?
No, I don't find those particularly funny. I just see them and I go, whatever.
They're so stupid.
All around, I wasn't a huge fan of the movie. All around, a bit, lighthearted and whatever, and the flying scene, that was
The flying scene.
Leia flying through space.
Oh,
yeah, that was pretty funny.
That was so weird. I was like, the fuck.
So all around, it was entertaining, but then again, like, I'm entertained by the prequels. I watched the prequels and I go, this is alright. Especially the third one, which isn't a bad movie at all. It just wasn't good enough to redeem the first two, and that's why people lump them all together.
Yeah.
If 3 was as good as like episode 5, then people would consider it, episode 1 and 2 and 3, whatever. So I wasn't a huge fan of the movie, but it was still entertaining nonetheless.
Yeah. What'd you think of probably one of the worst characters ever?
Rose, the chick?
Yeah.
Nah, didn't need to be added. Pretty stupid. That whole side quest was bum.
Yeah.
Whatever. And they didn't kill Finn off, which was a shame because they had.
Bleep that shit.
Yeah. But yeah, they had ample opportunity to do it. Like, hey, look at that. He's gonna sacrifice himself, but not really. And Rey's gonna be upset because they didn't really see much of each other after. So it would have been good, but no. Honestly, I liked Rogue One so much more than 7 and 8.
Oh, really?
Maybe not so much more than 7. I did like 7 a lot, but
I reckon 8 is probably one of the best Star Wars films.
you think so?
As in, it's so much space opera that it makes it good, right? But the side quest when they go to that gambling planet is a bit stupid, and I hate Rose, and I hate DJ.
Yeah.
Which is the collector, by the way.
Yes, I know.
And that was that whole thing was stupid, and it didn't even pay off.
No.
In the end, it didn't.
That could have been the end to the entire trilogy in terms of the tone that they ended it off.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard killing off Leia.
Because they're gonna do it in the next one. Because there's obviously a pattern.
Yeah,
Solo in the last one.
Luke
Skywalker in this one.
But the thing is, it's gonna be weird killing Leia off now because you've
She's
just
already
seen
dead.
what she did.
Yeah.
No. Like she flew through space with the power of the Force. So it's like, wow, even the vacuum of space can't kill this woman. And then in the next movie, they're like, oh yeah, she died of the flu on board. That'd be stupid, right? Space flu.
Space STDs.
Yeah, that'll suck. But the thing that I couldn't help but feel in this movie, which wasn't in the 7th, but that was... It links as to why.
Midi-chlorians.
Midi-chlorians is fine. Shut up about midi-chlorians. So, all throughout 7, I couldn't help but think it was a glorified fan fiction. The entire time I was watching that movie, there was just that nagging thought in the back of my head, like, hey, guess what?
Yeah.
These were all the characters from the original trilogy, but guess what? And you know, just all this. I was thinking, this sucks. But in the 3 years or so that, well, 2 years since we've had since then, it's come to, you know, it's come to fruition. It's been embedded, and I now consider it mentally as Star Wars lore, and that's fine. And that's, you know, it was just a matter of time. But the 8th movie, I was watching the entire thing really happy because there was all this story getting added to the 7th. The 7th started off a new era.
Yeah, it just sort of kicked it into
kicked it in. So that's why the whole time I was thinking, this is a bit, whatever. But the 8th movie, it was expanding on top of that, which I knew all about. And, you know, all the questions, who raised parents? Which I'm really glad of how they did that. Yeah, they kind of just looked at the audience and stuck up the finger. Yeah,
they were like, "We're not telling you." And
Snoke dying. That was good.
Yeah, that fight scene with nice. With Kylo, Rey, and Snoke and the Red Guards was fucking cool as, like, watching that. That's a great thing. And probably one of the best scenes in the whole bit is when what's her face, the general. With the rescue ship just goes light speed straight into the Star Destroyer. Story time.
Time.
Here we go.
So obviously, as a proper Star Wars fan, the night before I watched The Last Jedi, I watched The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Right. I was watching that movie, getting in my head. That was all that. And I was watching it, and they were talking about they need to disable this one cell on Starkiller Base, which will then set off a chain reaction for them to blow it up. Mm-hmm. So that is the cell that they go to, plant bombs, and that's the cell where Han Solo dies. Yeah. That scene, that set piece. And I was looking at that, and, you know, they say, you need to destroy the cell on the inside because there are shields on the front. On the outside, right? And I was listening to that, and I'm like, yeah, that's because, you know, even the energy of the ships aren't enough to break through the shield.
Yeah.
And so I was watching that with my dad, and I go, "Hey, Dad," he says, "yeah." I say, "I reckon there'd be enough energy if they make the calculation and just send one pilot on a kamikaze dive straight into a... That would do some damage." And Dad goes, "Yeah, all right." And then the next day, she was turning it around, and I go, "Oh, hang on." And I look at my dad, and he says, "I think they're going to do it." And I went, "Yeah, they are." And you know, the scene happens. Yeah. All, you know, everything blows up. Quiet, and then it just goes silent. And then I just hear my dad next to me just laughing. It's just going, wow, because it was such a great spectacle. And then the noise.
Yeah.
Like, my favorite noises in the entire saga consist of...
TIE fighters.
TIE fighters? Yep, number 1. Number 2 is the are the bombs that Jango Fett has on the Slave 1 in Attack of the Clones. Mm-hmm. They, like, blow up, and then they constrict back in and then make the noise, and it's awesome. Yeah, and like number 3, also belonging to Jango, are his 2 little pistols.
Yeah.
Mew, mew, mew. Mew, mew. Awesome. Love it so much. Those Anyway, I think we talked about the movie for about 5 minutes, so good thing that was sped off.
Oh, shit. This will be a long episode, everyone. All right, time to play the game.
Yeah, let's go.
Full on. Oh, shit. Yeah, this is from the film again. But yeah.
I haven't seen a Phantom Menace in so long.
Oh, don't.
Nah, don't really want to.
Oh, you know what pisses me off? Because you can get the new Blu-rays of, like, the whole Star Wars trilogy and whatnot, but without the added George Lucas bits.
Wow.
Yeah, but they're really expensive.
Okay.
So I have to
Some of the changes were justified. Anyone who thinks that all of it was bad, you're an idiot.
I reckon it was just the wrong time to add them, you know? Like, you shouldn't have added them, but if you wanted to add them to have more of a story development, then I get it. But, like...
Figured it out. There we go.
If you're going to do that just to, you know, show off CGI, then don't, you know? Because it's not good CGI.
I don't like original trilogy Puppet Yoda. Sorry, not a real... no, original trilogy Puppet Yoda is fantastic. I meant prequel. Prequel Puppet Yoda is best.
What, from the first one?
Yeah.
Because he was only a puppet in the first one.
Yes. Yeah.
He wasn't a puppet in the...
And then they made him CGI and it was good.
No, I don't like him. I never liked him as CGI, and all the flips and shit, and it was just annoying.
Great, dude. Blow it up!
Oh, you know Count Dooku in the fight in Is it Clone Wars or it was a,
Which one? Where he dies or?
yeah, no, before he dies.
Yeah, the Clone.
Yeah. So in Clone Wars when
No, not Clone Wars.
Yeah,
Attack
Clone
of the
Wars.
Clones.
Yeah.
Clone Wars is the TV show.
Same, but different. But like, it's.
Yep.
Oh shit! I'm trying to think. Yeah, Yoda and Count Dooku are having a fight, right? And I was watching this documentary. Oh no, it wasn't documentary. It was I was watching Mr. Sunday Movies, right?
Okay.
On the Weekly Planet, and it was they were talking about how Yoda did the flips and shit, but then they also said that Count Dooku was also CGI'd, right? Like in the whole fight scene, like that's not him swinging that sword,
Cool.
right? It's someone else, and they've just CGI'd his face on, and I never knew that. It's always just been in my head that that's Christopher
Lee.
Yeah, Christopher Lee doing that. Rip Christopher Lee, miss him.
I remember the day he died
Yeah, same.
at school.
Yeah.
Like Tom Morgan, my friend, when he heard about it, he was like actually crying. He was so
Oh
sad.
shit, yeah.
He's a huge Lord of the Rings fan.
Yeah. We were studying fuck, what's the term called in movies and shit? I forget what its name is, but it's like Tim Burton films and whatnot.
Creepy?
No, not creepy. There's like an actual
Off-putting.
term for it.
Oh, that's style.
Yeah.
No, I don't know what they call it.
I need to study film again. I haven't done it in a while. But yeah. So that whole like Vincent. Oh fuck, what's his name? Vincent. The creepy guy with the voice, and he does the Michael Jackson Thriller thing.
Johnny Depp.
No.
What are you talking about?
The creepy, you know, the midnight hour is close at hand.
Oh, the voice. No,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know who that is, but yeah.
Oh, his name's Vincent someone. So
Yeah, okay.
Tim Burton did this short about Vincent, but like did him as like a kid who was just really creepy and whatnot. Because Vincent starred in like horror films, like in the. Can you shoot me? I'm gonna die.
Right.
Actually, no. Just wait till I score this point. All right, now shoot me.
Why? You
'Cause-
just go over to the medical droid.
No. Oh no, I needed ammo. All right, there we go. So yeah, Vincent.
Mm-hmm.
The short film, it's narrated by Christopher Lee, and we we're studying it in at school, and studying the themes and genre of Tim Burton movies and whatnot, and I so near remember what it's called, but yeah, and then found out like a few weeks after that Christopher Lee died, and I was like, oh shit, you know? Yeah. Weird. And I also remember when Robin Williams died.
Mm-hmm.
That was tragic. Dude, look at me. I'm in a fucking car.
Dude, where's my car?
I'm in me mum's car. Vroom,
My
vroom.
car phone?
Oh, car phones are the best.
Yep.
Man, I'm a very busy man. My words flow forth. Alright, where are these Worcesters? Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just gonna shoot them. Yeah.
that's you. Like, I can't. I'm a droidica, so I can't. Droidicas, they were a cool little addition to the Star Wars.
Yeah, I reckon they were cool. Like, yeah.
It's been smart. It's running just out of range of my my guns.
Oh, I killed one of my teammates, so I lost a point. Are you shooting me?
Shooting me? Why is he shooting me?
Is there a wall here? Or am I just disabled? No.
That Star Destroyer is disabled. That's a meme. Yep. Memes.
No more ammo.
Royal Guards in the office. You're right, I took it. Now who's taking the office? The CIA. Yeah! The Separatists.
The Separatists are back at it again.
Those Separatists. Back at it again.
Hey, man.
Hey, dude.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Oh, I killed a teammate. I'm just gonna kill everyone.
Friend or foe?
Doesn't matter. Just kill them.
Kill them all. Title of first Metallica.
Kill all the animals.
What's that? Is that what is that from?
That's
SGDQ, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Games Done Quick. Some of Games Done Quick.
That's
yeah.
that's in January. So that's soon.
Yeah, man, we should sign up. I don't know what
First
we do.
of all, isn't it American? Second of all, what could we
Yeah,
play?
but donate to our Patreon so we can get some tickets to America and go play some SDGQ.
I'll play Crash Bandicoot 3.
Oh hell yeah! But you never beat the time.
I've never actually watched anyone speedrun any of the originals.
Oh, my favorite game to watch the speedrun of is fucking Super Mario 64.
Yeah, some people, you know, the 1 star. They're just like talking, just like we are now. Like, yeah, and then they're doing this really precise combination of jumps and springs across walls, and they glitch through everything and beat Bowser with 1 star. I'm like, yeah, there you go.
It's like, wow, you know, like, cause people will be like, oh, gaming isn't, you know, a profession.
It's not hard.
It's not hard, right? It fucking is, and it may not be like a legit profession, and like it's sort of like an acting job, whereas like it's hard to find.
Is acting proper? Is being an actor a proper job? Not really.
Not unless you're like in either B cast or A cast, you know, like those type of actors, like type A actors or type B, right? Whereas if you're C or D, like you star in Scary Movie or whatever, like the first two, then no. Oh yeah, The Room. Oh, Suburb. Don't steal your kill. Got him.
One more.
One more. I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find this dude.
You son of a boomhole.
Imagine if he's like running in.
Nah, he's up top. He's gotta be next to his base. Take the base.
Imagine, it's
Skrillex.
It's so funny that we both did the same noise.
Very nice.
Didn't die once.
It's because you're in a freaking car the entire time.
Alright, thank you guys so much for watching and listening to us ramble on about Star Wars Episode 8 and the whole Star Wars franchise. I don't know if we'll continue with this game because it's just split screen multiplayer fun. But thank you guys so much for watching. Oliver, please.
I can crack one of my knuckles, that's all.
I think.
Thank you very much.
Goodbye.